All right, some breaking news now from Peloton. Yahoo Finance's Brian Sozzi out at the Goldman Sachs Technology Conference in San Francisco with that. Soz.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Breaking news right now on Peloton. John Foley, the co-founder of Peloton, who was ousted, I would say, earlier this year and has been the executive chair of Peloton, he is out. He is now officially leaving the company. We're getting a new board appointee. Karen Boone will be the new chairman of Peloton. She previously served as president, CFO, and chief administrative officer at Restoration Hardware. Also out, Hisao Kushi, the co-founder of Peloton, he is also out. Replacing him in the chief legal correspondent role would be Tammy Albaran. She was the deputy general counsel over at Uber. Now, a couple comments here. Now, John Foley was getting to comment on the press release. He says, quote, "As I reflect on the journey Peloton has been on since we founded it, I am so proud of what we built together from day one. The incredible talent we've had on our team and the dedication, hard work, and creativity of every Peloton employee are what got us to where we are today." He's saying he is now wanting to start a new professional chapter. Now, guys, this is a very time-released. Here at the Goldman Sachs conference, tech conference, San Francisco, is new Peloton CEO Barry McCarthy. In fact, I briefly caught up with him earlier on, said hello very quickly. He's been working the rooms. What this essentially does, I think, is potentially put the sale of Peloton back on the table. Now, a source tells me that Foley might unload his stake inside of Peloton. Now, keep in mind, he did sell about $50 million worth of shares early in the year to a fund operated by Michael Dell. But essentially, if Foley does sell these shares, as a source would suggest to me, he will have no voting control over Peloton, and that opens the door for a company like Peloton to be sold. But again, fascinating situation. Breaking news again, John Foley, founder of Peloton, out as executive chairman.
Great job breaking down that big news from Peloton. Brian Sozzi out there in San Francisco. Thanks, Shauna. Let's talk more about this. We both love Peloton. I like the hill climbs, but it has been a downward climb for Peloton over the last 12 months. You saw the chart there. They're down 90% in the last 12 months. And we've heard so many different plans from Peloton and Barry McCarthy. You're talking about outsourcing manufacturing, self-assembly, going over to Amazon, the partnership with the content. The rowing machine comes out. Their last quarterly report showed a $1.2 billion loss, and we've seen a couple of those. A lot of balls up in the air, but nothing has changed the direction of the shares. Yeah,
it's going to be interesting. You mentioned that 1 year drop off 90%. This year alone off nearly 70%. We certainly have heard about this change in vision from the new CEO, Barry McCarthy, the turnaround plan. He was out the last earnings report saying that this is going to take time. This is a change that is certainly not going to happen overnight. It is important to point out that latest quarter, though, was the sixth quarter in a row of reported losses. And you and I have talked time and time again about the struggles with Peloton, the slowdown that we have seen in the connected fitness market. And at least when you take a look at not only a Peloton, but other companies that are in this space, it doesn't seem like that tide is shifting anytime soon, right? People are excited to get back to the gym. People aren't buying Pelotons clearly or at-home fitness equipment like they were during the pandemic in 2020 and 2021. So it's no surprise that we have seen this company slow down in a very, I guess, intense cooling period over the last year and a half or so. But the question is where it goes from here. And that tidbit that Sozzi said that a sale might now potentially be back on the table from sources telling him that that's going to be interesting.
Well, that plays out. And you can't help but wonder if Amazon could be that dance partner, because it's largely viewed now as more of a content company than an actual manufacturer and actually builder of these bikes. That partnership seems on the surface like it could work, as they're partnering with some celebrities really focusing on the content.
It does. It's going to be interesting to see.